The good news is that they have something that can fix it by just getting back two of their better players of the year, Payne Watson and Aaron Gordon.
I agree.
And you mentioned something, Riv, which is why I think that the criticism on Cam Johnson hasn't been loud the entire year. And it's because there have been more positives for Denver than negatives this year. The positives being Tim Hardaway Jr. is an awesome role player. Payne Watson, whoa, where did this breakout come from? Jamal Murray playing like playoff Jamal Murray. He's an all-star this year, legitimately. There are so many things that have went right for Denver for like individual player seasons that Cam Johnson being below average for his standards, really bad for his standards, has kind of been masked because the entirety of the team has been lifting up.
For sure.
They've been lifting up their performance. So Cam Johnson, I think he needs to play much better. But like you said, Riv, I mean, that was the luxury of a trade in MPJ is that when you bring in Cam Johnson, you also have multiple other players you sign. So now if he's not playing the best, there's other options to throw out there versus last year. It felt like if MPJ wasn't playing his best, there's nobody else that's going to take his spot because they don't have anybody else.
Funny enough, bad stretch, still shooting 40% from three-point line.
Yeah, that feels like so fake.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like he's making shots.
Damn.
On the season, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing, he's just not taking a lot. He's not feeling
five a
impactful.
game.
It's
only
he's making
a game, right?
You want
His
more
own
because
impact plus 10.
you traded him for
hilarious.
a guy who was giving you 18 a night. So, and what he showed you last year, he obviously showed you that he can score in a decent amount of volume. So you were anticipating him to give you maybe not MPJ level scoring, but 16 a game.
That's that Brooklyn
15 a game.
finesse tax, man.
No, which is without a doubt fair.
Good for Brooklyn.
They be
Without
finessing.
a doubt fair.
They treat
Like you
people
thought,
with Mikal, too.
you thought Cam Johnson would probably average like what, like 13?
15.
He averages
About
13.
15, 16.
He really averages,
He averages
13. It
13.
really it feels like
Yeah.
an 8. I'm gonna
I
be
thought
honest.
I thought 15 or 16 to be the mark.
Yeah.
It's just he's been hurt and he hasn't been. How many games has he played this year? Curious.
Damn, I just went out of it. I
It's
got
all
you.
good.
That's why
40 or
Denver,
something.
when they're fully healthy, I feel like there's a lot of concerns that they get answered for them. That's why I'm not writing them off at all. But they do need to get back. I mean, Cam Johnson playing like we know Cam Johnson could play, it really makes me feel
Does
confident
this
in
shit
their
not tell you
long-term
the games
outlook.
played?
No, you only got fucking Vapor and what all the other bench shit,
Fucking
but not games
Darko.
played.
Yeah, like what the fuck? All right, let's see.
Yeah, because he missed like
Take
a
a wild
month in
guess.
December, 45 games.
That's what I was gonna say.
45.
Something like. I'm gonna say 41. Final answer.
I'll go 39.
37.
Oh wow, even less than I was thinking.
37.
Yeah, it's hurt. I mean, having MPJ, like, obviously MPJ's not giving you 27 on this team, but you just bring MPJ back on this team, you feel a lot better about
But that was
them,
all.
probably.
That was
a good
all.
trade, man. That
He
was a
missed
good
almost
trade.
half the season, low key.
The high key. That was all per 75. He's actually averaging 11 on 40% 3-point shooting.
Okay.
This
Still
nigga
40,
stinks.
still 40. I mean, 11.
11.
That's
That's
unfortunate.
So disgusting.
But I will never be mad at a third option,
11.
40% doing his role when Jokic is averaging 30 and Jamal's averaging 28.
And one of my
Listen.
biggest takeaways from this past weekend, just watching Denver, is just I think Jamal Murray's like one of the most underrated players in the league still. He can go on stretches where he looks like the best player on the court. His shot making is unbelievable.
He's so much better than Fox.
He looks like the healthiest version of himself that we've seen in some time, too.
Yeah, like
confident.
he's playing at a ridiculous level. The trade was amazing for MPJ, though. He went to Brooklyn. He's averaging a ton of points. He's dating Ice Spice.
Was that really
He's a
amazing?
nice spice.
There was a rumor of it for sure. They did a whole TikTok together.
Damn.
I don't know
Sauce,
if I leave a championship level team. I don't know if I'd be excited.
He won a chip though.
He won a chip.
Like he's
I
good.
want to win
Well,
more.
listen, he's gonna have a year
was
in
pretty
Brooklyn. He'll probably
important
get
in that year,
traded,
too.
be a contender again.
Yeah, I mean, he's due for money soon.
That my problem is, as much as I would love and adore him in a Laker uniform,
Get over.
what's the price?
it. Yeah, he's gonna get paid soon.
And the Nets know what they're doing.
yeah,
they're gonna get draft picks.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah, you can't.
unprotected
You
plus.
can't.
We're
just
not
skate
getting
by.
fleeced.
You can't.
We're not fleecing them. That's
you
for
can't just
sure.
trade Vando and call it a day. You have to.
Won't even
add in
make the money
important
work.
pieces.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
like, I don't even think like Rui and
I think
somebody
Rui
else,
and Vando make the money work.
Well, it would have
Yeah.
to be Reeves.
and I'm not happening.
yeah,
yeah,
no, you're
no.
cool.
It's
Off
not
that.
Yeah,
happening.
that's not worth it for his value. That's the only player that if I'm the Nets, maybe I somewhat.
Reeves can
I'm
do
like,
more
yeah, I'll do
offensively
it.
than MPJ. He's just not as good of a 3-point shooter by any stretch of the imagination.
It's just the fit with Luka probably is a little bit better.
is better.
But
Yeah,
I don't know.
someone's
It's
bigger,
a bit
too.
clunky with the
Down.
Lakers because two of those guys
we
fit.
went from pool talks to being better than MPJ.
No, you definitely won the war.
Thanks, bro.
You lost some battles for sure, but you
Some
if you
battles
were-
I lost. Some
If you were
battles I lost.
MPJ, you wouldn't like be happy that you went from Denver to Brooklyn.
Not
Like
really.
just
I'm gonna
like,
be honest.
in terms
There's
of
no way in
life,
hell you
like,
can convince me I'd be lit.
in terms of life, like how he's living. He
Dude,
goes from Denver
what?
to living in
He-
Brooklyn.
he
He's
could've
the face
lived-
of the franchise.
He could have
He's the
lived in
face of the
Brooklyn
franchise.
while playing in Denver.
But he- I
People
mean,
do that all
he's
the
not
time.
there as often.
No, he's saying he's the face of the franchise. You're also saying
We're
Denver,
literally
like the
not the
city.
fa-
I'm
Wait,
just saying, you'd rather live in Brooklyn or Denver.
we don't know.
No,
I've never been to
Denver's
Denver.
a great city. Show some respect.
It
Where do
probably
you
is.
think his house is? Like he lives in Jersey and commute. Like I don't live in Brooklyn. Like obviously he's got all the money in the world. He could get a penthouse or some shit. But in Denver, you
I
probably
think
got
you're
100
overrating the
acres out
shit
there.
out of Brooklyn. Actually, it's really not like all.
I mean,
in.
it's New York. You're close to Manhattan. You can do anything you want.
Traffic.
There's such
probably
a
bitch to get
difference
to the
between
games.
Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, man. Like it's so different.
But it's so accessible to get to each area.
it's really not. It
Well,
is
he's
what
been
it
a
is.
driver, probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
like, you're in
he's-
traffic
he's
for an
not on a
hour
fucking
just to go
subway.
down the block.
Like he's probably going to the best restaurants in Manhattan and he's going to Soho.
sure.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
No, don't get me wrong. He's probably living life.
He's probably
I'm sure he probably was in Denver.
he's,
And he's also the face of the franchise.
I would guarantee
He really isn't. Actually, the person who gets drafted this summer completely
Well,
takes
this
that from
year
him.
he's the face of the franchise.
I think
he's
he's just the
taking all
guy
the
they want
shots.
to play hard and they tamed.
He gets to be on all the posters and the season tickets.
And
all
what
that
posters
shit.
do they even
He
put
is
up
the
for
PR
Brooklyn?
promotional
They gotta have
campaign guy.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yes,
started
yeah.
a podcast.
Yeah,
Not a podcast
He's
that we
Old
should
Man
tune
the
into.
Three, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, he's
He
not
is-
on that.
I thought he was.
MPJ?
You're
Oh,
thinking
Cam
of Cam Johnson.
No, Cam
You're
Johnson's on it.
tweaked.
Yeah, Cam Johnson's on JJ Redick stuff, but MPJ is definitely like a guest on other podcasts.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
interesting stuff in the past.
He's got a.
Extremely
He
interesting.
went
gotta
to
be quiet.
Brooklyn and he started having no filter. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be me.
Well, now he is nothing.
You respect that?
Yeah. it's-
Yes.
you
He
know?
said some dumb shit.
It's
has
funny,
said some
dumb
bad
shit. The MPJ says a lot of funny stuff.
You sound like Riv right now.
It's funny. Have you seen
You and
those
MPJ
MPJ
probably get
videos?
along.
No, we don't. He said shit I wouldn't even say.